as long as there are friends of al-Qaeda in the U.S. media, our very existence as a nation will be in danger. And I say again, it is time to bring back HUAC, take the fight to the enemy within, and stop liberalism, the mental disorder, from destroying our country even further. I'm Michael Savage. I believe every word I just said. How about you? Let us begin. 1-800-449-8255. Let's go to Chicago, Illinois. We're going to work our way from the west to the Midwest to the east. We're going now to the Midwest, to Chicago. Michael, welcome to the Savage Nation. Go ahead, please.
Michael, you're light years ahead of everybody bringing up HUAC. Light years ahead of everybody. I swear, it's like a college professor. When you walk in the door, you better have your homework done. Don't raise your hand unless you know what you're talking about. But you are.
Well, let's stop right there. You know and I know that I'm always the tip of the arrow. That's why I've taken the heat for everybody in the conservative movement long before they ever took it. I took the fall for the conservative movement long before everybody else. I've been attacked by every left-wing fanatic group in the United States of America long before these people even existed in the media. I don't ask for anyone's thanks. All I ask is that my audience pay attention to what I say. If I just came out of the box and said, bring back HUAC, and I didn't support it with the Venona papers, which came out in the 90s and proved that everything Senator McCarthy said was true, I wouldn't have done this show today. We're in graver danger today than our people were in the 1950s.
Oh, absolutely. And we have a media that, I mean, when you said the media, boy, first thing that comes to my mind is, now all I've heard is 20 times today is the FBI says the Christmas bomber's talking. Are you kidding me? All the intelligence he's giving them now was dead 48 hours after they captured him. Do you think these people are stupid? They packed up shop and left. They Mirandized the guy. They lawyered him up, and now we're getting no information from him. And yet we have our commander-in-chief has his minions in the military out there talking about don't ask, don't tell. When John McCain questioned him about what should have been done to the Christmas bomber, this guy couldn't even come up with an answer. Well, that's not my purview. Well, what is it?
Wait. Who couldn't come up with an answer? Which one, Gates or the other showman there? Mullen. Which one of the two showmen?
Gates. He couldn't
Gates, by the way, should resign. He is an embarrassment as a defense secretary. Gates should have resigned after the Fort Hood bombing. You know what sickened me after the Fort Hood massacre, when they had a hearing in Congress, and they asked him, was this an act of terror? And he said, I'm not even going to go there. Did you hear that?
Yes, that's essentially what he said to McCain yesterday at the Armed Services Committee.
No, Gates is incompetent as a defense secretary. He's nothing more than a party hack. He's somebody along the lines of somebody in the old communist government, where you know what they call an apparatchik. Somebody was put in there and works in there. By the way, he was appointed by Bush, but what does that tell us? It was under Gates that the Marines were first persecuted. So what does that tell you about Gates?
He does a great job of putting SEALs in jail. He does a great job of putting Rangers in jail. He does a great job of giving rights to terrorists that we don't extend to our own military. It's a clown. And now I'm going to say, we're going to get attacked. It's like, wake up, America. You've been...
Did you hear that, Michael? Did you read what Pannetta said? We are going to be attacked in the next few months. I really had to read it 5 times. I couldn't believe I was reading it.
Well, at first, like I said, I thought to myself, well, that's what Michael Savage has been telling us for the last 9 months, is we're in grave, grave danger. And now this guy comes out and says, hey, we're going to get attacked. We can't.
But it's the head of the CIA says we're going to be attacked in America and expect to be killed?
Absolutely. And you know, they were talking.
You know what they're saying? They're going to use clean operatives. People not from known terrorist cells. Well, there's an answer for that, too. There's an answer for that, too. During World War II, the FBI knew how to stop people on the street who look suspicious. How hard is it to figure out where they're coming from and where they hang out and where they pray, if I may say so? They're not Irish nuns. They're not rabbis. They're not Buddhist monks. We know where the hell they hang out. What the hell do you mean you can't stop it? You useless sack of garbage is what I'd like to say. I'll be right back. I got to stop.
Mama said there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this. Mama said. Mama said. Mama said. Mama said there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this. My mama said.
Now, if you just tuned in the Savage Nation, you missed the greatest... I don't know. I think it was the best part of the show. I really am very worried because Pannetta, the head of the CIA, came out yesterday and said we're going to be attacked by al-Qaeda. I guarantee it. I said, wait a minute, I'm not reading this correctly. Then I read that Big Sis, along with him, all the other geniuses who run all of our intelligence agencies, are telling us expect an attack and they're going to dinner that night. They did their job. They told you. In other words, they're like corporate executives. It's not an important mission for them. It's a job. You know what I'm saying? Wait until the pension comes in, and that's the end of it. What are you telling me we're going to be attacked for? Why don't you tell me how you're going to stop the attack? Why are you signaling to the enemy that you lost the battle before it began? Would you ever believe you're living in a country where the head of the CIA would go public and say, oh, expect to be attacked by our worst enemies within the next 4 months? Why would Pannetta say that? Why? Tell me why he would say that. Tell me, I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a communist. I really don't care if you're a socialist. You know and I know if they set off an anthrax attack, a dirty bomb, whatever, you're going to get killed too. And so will your children. How could you sit there and not be frightened of the incompetent morons that are in every position of power in this country under the college teacher, Barack Obama? Tell me, how in the world can you not understand what the hell I'm saying to you? Bill in Florida, welcome to the Savage Nation. We've gone east, from west to the Midwest to east. Welcome to the show, Bill. What's on your mind?
Michael, you're right on it, bro. He is the ultimate Manchurian candidate. We got a bunch of idiots in power, man. We're going to lose everything. This was the greatest country on earth that's ever seen on this earth, and it's going down the tube so fast, bro. I was in the woods of Maine, bro. I talked to you a few years ago. I'm down in Florida. I've just tuned in for a long time. I missed you, bro, but you're the smartest man in America, bro. You've got it going on, man. What is going on with our country? Well,
let me put it to you this way, Bill. I'm 67 years old. I'm not hiding my age. I'm not trying to be young. I'm not looking for the youth market. You know what I mean? I could give I don't care about people who watch South Park. By the way, I like it. Incidentally, I'm not aiming for that demographic, 12 and up. You know, I don't need the nymphos and the porno watchers from South Park. I am aiming this at the American people who elected Scott Brown, who understand that Obama's incompetent or worse. And I'm saying to you, we are in mortal danger. And I'm saying bring back UAC and investigate the government and the media and Hollywood as well.
I agree with you 1,000%, brother. We got to do something.
Where is it written that we the people don't have the right to investigate the government for traitors, the media for traitors, and find them and root them out and get them out before we're all dead? Where is it written that we have no power to do that? I would say the Tea Parties are just the beginning. I would say that this entire town hall meeting stir up, the anti-ACORN activity, these are all rumblings of the war that's coming. We cannot afford to sit on the sidelines and let these morons let us get killed. We can't. I think we should have a people's UAC. Who the hell needs Congress? They're a worthless bunch of lobbyists anyway. Why don't we have a people's UAC? Why don't we hold public hearings ourselves? Take it and run with it. Take it for free. If you're listening to me and you're one of the Tea Party people, go and create a public UAC. I'll run it on the show. I'll run it live like their national hearings. You put it together. You investigate every agency and you call them out. I know some people who can help you. I'll name them.
Savage.